Welcome to What in the Duck podcast. I'm your host, Oliver Peck. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Yellow Rose Canyon, your premier event space and campground nestled in the piney woods of East Texas. With cabins and RV sites available, Yellow Rose Canyon is perfect for your next event, no matter the size. A wedding, reunion, festival, you name it. Check it all out at yellowrosecanyon.com. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of What in the Duck podcast. And you can see I am joined in the booth today by none other than John.com, which means we are doing another installment of commenting on the comments. That's right. You've commented on a previous episode, and we are going to comment back at you. So the people that we're commenting back on, what are they getting, John?
Free stuff.
That's right, guys. On a normal episode, you can email me in a question. If you have any questions for me, you can email over to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com, and I'll answer your question. And if I answer it on the show, we'll be sending you some free shit. But today, we are commenting on comments. So on the comment show, don't forget to comment. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Anybody that subscribes to the YouTube channel is always entered in our subscriber contest to win free shit. And I guess
what they really need to do is join.
You can also join the club.
Because then they get free stuff every month.
Membership has its privileges, as they say.
They don't even have to win anything.
So anybody that joins the membership program for What in the Duck podcast on the YouTube channel, there is a whole membership program to join. You will also get cool free shit
every month,
every single month. Bingo. You know, we didn't really the whole goal at the beginning of this onslaught was man, how can we give people free shit? I don't know, let's start a podcast, and then we can make all these different ways that people interact with the podcast, that we can send them free shit. So this whole elaborate ruse of a podcast is a secret scheme to shuffle out free shit to the public.
Really, it should be What in the Free Shit.
What in the Duck is proud to be sponsored by free shit. All right, John, how you doing, bud?
I'm good.
You're all healed up?
Yes.
You're fancy free? You're playing ball?
Baseball season has started.
Yeah. Breaking bats?
I broke a bat.
Breaking bats, not balls, dude.
I broke it in the batting cages and not in a game, so that's even more frustrating. But
do you get extra points when you break a bat in a game?
I mean, depending on how you break it, you can get some cool points, some style points, depending on if it like some bats break and you hear it and everyone goes, "Oh." And like it's like you know it because you can hear it immediately. And then sometimes they break and like just fillet. They just shatter and like fucking shit goes everywhere.
Does the ball still go far?
It goes less far, but it like you'd be surprised how far the ball will go after you break a bat. Like, I mean,
is everybody so stunned that the bat broke that you can make it to first or second base before anybody gets on their shit?
Depends on where the barrel. If it depends on if the bat breaks and the barrel goes like sometimes sometimes the barrel goes towards where the ball's going, so the fielder has to kind of maneuver around the bat. But that's like it's very rare that happens, especially in our league. But like it has happened a few times. I've broken 2 bats in a game, and this is the first one I've broken in a batting cage. And the bat I was using was pretty old. I used it all last year pretty much. And then I bought it from someone used. So it's probably 2 or 3 years old.
No warranty on that bat.
After like 30 days, it's like, you're done.
All right. So we're going to comment on some comments. You got some comments over there, huh?
I got a few.
All you need. A few's all you need.
I got us like at the end, we got a 2-part.
Oh, he's teasing you guys to stay along till the end.
This is good. I'm gonna pit two subscribers against each other. We're going to make a separate contest or a competition.
Ooh.
You'll find out. We'll get there.
Once again, on these comment shows, I have no clue what's going on.
You do not.
I'm just here.
He's in the dark.
John is got these things ready to go. I'm just going to react, see what happens.
All right. But I always like to start out positive.
We're always positive.
Yeah, but sometimes people get a little negative.
I mean, I'm pretty positive about being positively negative.
All right, so the first one's from Tyler Sims 6020.
He's on a YouTube. 60 YouTube. 60, what is it?
6020.
All right, not to be confused with all the other Tyler Sims out there.
Yeah, he's 6020 of Tyler Sims on YouTube.
All this bullshit we've been talking about, these comments, no one has yet to come to me and explain to me the numbers at the end of people's YouTube names.
Nope.
It hasn't happened yet.
No.
I figured somebody's going to be like, hey, you're an idiot. This is what it means. And I mean,
somebody might have
I'm still an idiot.
Somebody
I don't know what it means.
I don't know. Somebody might have written it in the comments and I just didn't see it, or it's been overlooked. But I looked and I didn't see anything. So
all right.
We're just going to move on.
I'm not the only idiot.
So this is from the Todd Newman episode, which just aired
last week.
Tyler Sims, 6020. As an alcoholic in recovery, 3 months sober. Congratulations.
Keep it up.
I really enjoy the episodes where the subject of sobriety and still finding success gets talked about. Very inspiring. Keep these great episodes coming, Oliver. Love it. And then there's a little chicken emoji. Little tiny. It might be a little tiny duck. I don't know. Anyway, that's the comment.
All right. I'm glad that you liked it, Tyler. I do have a lot of friends that have been in recovery for a long time. I myself been sober for a long time. I think it is the key to my own personal happiness. So any inspiration that's out there for other people to get to stay clean, stay clear, stay solid-minded is good. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say about this.
No, I just think that it's good to acknowledge that people like that issue comes up a lot.
Yeah.
In the episodes. And I personally have had friends that passed away and struggled with abuse, and I mean, it's just kind of one of those things. The theme of that kind of runs through our society. It's like, especially in like the circles of people that we know.
Yeah.
Like, we know a lot of scumbags. They're great people, but they're also scumbags, or they used to be.
Maybe not even so much scumbags, just fucking shitheads,
degenerates.
Yeah.
I myself,
I would not self-describe myself as a scumbag.
I
would definitely self-describe myself as an asshole or a shithead or, whatever.
I was definitely degenerate.
Yeah.
I'm less of a degenerate now.
Well, I will say this, Tyler, 3 months sober, keep it up.
Yeah.
It gets better and better and better and better. Well, promise you that it gets better. And, just find the right people to hang out with, find the right people to be around, stay positive, make a conscious decision every single morning that today is going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Every single morning you wake up and be like, man, what a beautiful day. And people are like, what are you talking about? It's cold out. What are you talking about? It's raining. What are you talking about? I got to go to work. Nope. Today's going to be great. Today is going to be a great day.
Yeah.
And look at today. Today is an incredible day. I got a lot to do. I've got, it's going to be an ass whipping. It's going to be great though. It's going to be great. Yeah, living a dream.
Every day above ground is a good one.
Keep it up, Tyler. Keep it up.
Yeah, good job, Tyler. And by the time this airs, he'll probably be 5 months sober or 6 months sober.
You think this thing is not going to air for 3 months?
I don't know when it's going to air.
Come on, guys. Don't worry.
Like,
it hasn't been 3 months.
Like you're asking like I'm the producer or something.
You are the co-producer. You are literally the co-producer. That is literally your fucking title on this fucking
Well, I don't
show.
know shit. I know nothing. All right, we're going to move on. This next one is from
What the Duck Podcast, co-produced by John.com Niederkorn. If you stay here long enough, you'll hear that at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, no one listens to that. No one knows.
There are credits at the end of the podcast. You should stay and watch them.
No, yeah.
Stay and listen.
There's also an ad for Anchor that probably no one sees either.
Stay and listen.
This is from Michael Lamb 9433.
I don't know why. It's so funny to me that there's these numbers on the end. I don't know why. All like, right. I have a fucking thing. It does not have numbers on the end. Why did I not get numbers on the end of my fucking name?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Like, maybe, like...
It's just funny. I don't even know why it's funny.
All right. So for people that, like, if this is the first time they're watching the podcast, we might have to, like, explain this. The very first episode of this kind of the comment show, we were, like, trying to figure out why everyone has 4 digits at the end of their YouTube names. So that's what this is. It's like an inside joke now. This is like there's several running.
If you have a
jokes.
YouTube account and you have numbers at the end of your name, please write us and tell us how you got those numbers, where those numbers came from. Did you choose them or were they assigned to you arbitrarily? We do not know the answer to these questions. This is probably not that big of a deal in the world of the internet, but
we got to know.
I am technologically, mentally challenged.
It's true.
I do not know the answer to these questions. But every time you read off a name, it's like, oh, it's Robert Johnson 8472. I'm like, hey, oh, hey, all right.
Well, there is a comment in here.
Some people's Gmails have the number on the end too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well,
move on.
Michael Lamb 943. We're never gonna get to the end of this episode. This is from the Dylan Wilson King Lazy Eye intro. It's from the intro of that episode. And the comment is, he's pointing out the time signature of, so he specifically wants you to know in the intro what this comment is about.
Okay.
So at 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
So you had to go listen to it and say 4 minutes, 22 seconds.
I went and listened to it because I was like, what is that 4 minutes and 30 seconds? But that's why you do that.
Okay.
Bro hasn't skated since he bought a Walmart board in the 80s, skinned his knee. From then on, the board was a prop he carried to look cool.
Who's that? Me?
Because you're talking about skateboarding at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And I was like...
Where'd I buy the skateboard at?
Walmart.
I bought my first real skateboard from a skate shop in Fort Worth in, I think it was 83, 84, and it was a Vision Gator, going trucks and bullet wheels. And it wasn't Walmart. And I skated Gull Wings the rest of my life. The board I have right now still has Gull Wings.
Pink ones?
I've had pink ones. Yeah, I've had red ones. I've had blue
right.
ones. I've had every color.
I have a funny story about where I got
so
my
this
first
guy
one.
just thinks I don't skate.
He thinks
that I never skated.
That you never skate.
I mean, there's a lot. Get on the internet, bro. What are you? What's your number?
Isn't there?
What's his fucking number? What's the fucking 8428? What is it?
9433.
All right, Mr. 9433. You got 4 digits after your name? I got none. 0 digits. You know why? Because I'm me. There's plenty of videos on the internet of me skateboarding. Go on. Look it up. There's videos of me falling. There's videos of me doing Smith grinds. There's videos of me ollieing over the channel. There's videos of me doing layback grinds with Omar Hassan airing over me.
Isn't there a video of you doing the counter gap at Elm Street?
There's a video of me ollieing the counter gap at Elm Street.
Yeah.
The last time I skated a ramp was a few months ago, but I skated in the parking lot this morning.
Well, I can't even skate at all anymore. I can't do it.
Yeah, man,
my body's broken.
There's proof. There's evidence. Do your own research, bro. Check me out.
They're going to be like, it's AI.
I skated. Obviously I'm old. I don't skate as much as I used to, but for fucking 25 years, I skated 5 to 7 days a week. I mean, I was never pro, but I skateboarded.
You're better than me. That's for sure. When I lived in Arizona, I skated every day for like 10 years.
Oh yeah. I mean, I skated. Me and Carl
every
and
day.
All the guys, we skated every single day.
And I still wasn't good.
Some people just do it. It's fun. No matter if you're good or not, it's still fun.
We had friends that were like really bad, and then we had friends that were really good, and then I was somewhere in the middle. So it was fun because like you could kind of teach your really bad friends like maybe
now go learn from him.
Yeah, like new stuff, and then the really good friends you could learn some little tricks and things from them. So it's like we had this nice little mix of people. But like, you know where I bought my first skateboard? In the back of a Hallmark card shop.
Whoa.
There is a little makeshift. They made a little skate shop in the back.
Dude, I worked at a skate shop in the 80s. It was called Physiques. Fizzzeeks. Physiques.
I worked at a skate shop in the 90s. We have a lot of similar trajectories.
Yeah, when I was in high school, my job was to work at a skate shop. I may or may not have made out with a lot of products and skateboards.
Oh man,
made out the door without paying for them.
Oh,
I was a degenerate young kid.
You stole. I thought you were like making out with customers.
Oh, I definitely made out with some fucking chicks in the fucking skate shop. You better
that's
believe
a good
that.
place to make out with chicks.
That. I mean, I was very fortunate. I had a cool job as a kid. The mall. Dude, working at the mall in the 80s, living the dream, dude.
So you could smoke cigarettes in the mall.
Taking a break, cruising over to the candy store, buying some gummy bears, going to Arby's, buying fucking curly fries.
Did you have an Orange Julius?
Orange Julius. And just talking to all the chicks in the mall.
Mm-hmm. Big hair.
Oh, man, it's great.
Let's go back. Can we go back to the 80s?
The 80s were the greatest.
Maybe Michael Lamb was born in the 80s.
I would like to say right now.
But he doesn't believe you skateboarded.
To the world, since I did bring it up, I very much appreciate my time that I worked at the store Physiques. And I am very sorry to the owners for the things that I stole.
Well, hey, if the owners are listening now, send us an email and we'll send you some free shit. And you can pay it forward.
Man. I feel bad because everybody that worked there, managers included, were stealing shit.
I stole grip tape, stickers.
I had friends that worked at Fast Forward and Gadzooks, and they had much higher loss prevention programs than Physiques did, because they were like a company that had like multiple locations, and they had, a corporate structure with inventory. Physiques was like a one-off little small store that just like,
yeah.
It was sad. It was a great shop, but I will say this. The good thing about the store is that it was like half and half. You walk in the store and one half was skateboarding and the other half was like, just kind of like, like Life's a Beach and what was that? Side Out. Remember that brand, Side Out? It was like kind of volleyball culture.
Billabong.
A lot of Billabong. Yeah. That was on the skateboard side too. But it was like, we sold a lot of girls' swimwear.
That's awesome.
And so half the store was like hot chicks coming in trying on swimsuits all day long, and the other half was like punk rock kids coming in trying to steal skateboard shit.
I mean, that's the perfect teenage job.
You would think it was it was incredible. Like there was just a line of girls trying on bikinis all day long, and I was just like, oh my god!
Like I would have paid somebody.
It was incredible, but one of the jobs was to put stuff back on the rack when people were done trying it on.
That sucks.
One time I went into the dressing room to retrieve a bikini that had a substance that was left in the bikini that was really nasty. It smelled like I was young. I had no clue what was going on.
Trash it.
The older girl that worked there like helped me out, and it was a very sensitive
throw that away.
time in my life.
What
was that?
You just gotta throw it away.
Don't worry about it. Like, oh, it was traumatizing. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so you do skate. You have skated, and you currently still skate. So
I don't skate much now. I mean, I need to skate more. My buddy Al, the tattoo troubadour, tattooer, musician that works at Elm Street Tattoo and Heart and Hand, he skates more than me, and he does do a really great job of texting me and saying, hey, gonna go to the ramp, you should come. And I'm like, oh, I can't make it, I gotta do this, or I can't make it, I gotta do that, or I'm out of town, or I'm this and that, or I'm late to work, or blah blah blah. But I do appreciate him trying to encourage me to go. I need to go more.
Well, there you go, Michael Lamb.
Is this Michael Lamb guy skateboard? He doesn't say.
I bet he doesn't.
Who knows?
Send us some videos of you skating so we can laugh at you. Or he's really good.
Maybe he's really good.
Maybe he's an internet sensation. Who knows? But whatever. Be careful what you comment on this show. I bet you he never thought that was going to... All right. Ready for the next one? I am.
Everyone's ready.
No one's ready. This is from Scam, SKAM 213. Well, that's just...
Only 3 letters.
That's an area code.
Only 3 numbers. It is possibly an area code.
I bet it is. This is from the Time and Toy episode. Dude, the topic of dildo machines. When you were talking about the craft and someone making tattoos with your machines 100 years from now, the shit teared me up. I agree with you 100,000%.
First of all, I'm going to correct you. That's just 100%. You can disagree 100%. No, I'm saying I'm correcting him.
Oh.
Like 100%.
I thought you were correcting me.
100% is all the way, bud. So me and you, I got you 100%.
You've corrected me before, so I just wanted to show you that it actually says...
I believe that's what he says. What's his name? Scam?
Scam.
100%, buddy. I'm in. I mean, all I can say is yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Yeah. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you a story. Since we're on the topic of the dildo. I have a friend who I think is a great tattooer. And I'm going to tell you his name. He is a Stinkmaster winner. His name is Dave Kruzman. So my buddy Dave Kruzman, a few months ago, put a video on the internet, on the Instagram, about how he used a dildo. And he's like, oh man, I use this. And he called it by its whatever company name it was, whatever. Because whoever made this thing gave it to him for free. Hey, I'll give you one of these machines and you can use it and make a post for me, blah, blah, blah. Because I want to try to convince the world that this is cool. So if I get old cool guys to use it, then they'll think it's cool. And so Dave Kruzman fell into that trap. He did. He said, okay, bro, you're my friend. I'll use the machine. I'll make a post about it. So he made a post with the dildo machine and looked like a fucking idiot using it. And I was like, and I instantly, the second I saw it, I shared it with a few people. I instantly, like, first thing I did was, like, took his video and, like, hit the little share arrow thing and then tagged a bunch of people that I know and, like, ha, he's on a fucking dildo. Look at him. And I, like, berated him with all my friends. And then I instantly called him and I said, what the fuck, bro? You're on a dildo? And he goes, oh, man, it's cool. I'm like, no, it's not. Well, I just want to try it. No, you don't. Well, I'll tell you what. Yesterday, which was, what's today? It was Monday.
April 7th?
Well,
today's
Monday, April 7th. I'll tell you, I get a text message at 6:47 p.m. on April 7th, 2025 from Dave Cruzman.
Okay.
And it says, I've broken up with the dildo. I was driving. I was heading north on Military Parkway. And like I said, 6:47 p.m. And I instantly called him on the phone. Well, my phone's connected to the Bluetooth in the minivan. So I was being safe, hands-free calling. I called him, and he answered, and I said, and this is like the instant that he texted me, I said, bro! And he goes, yeah, I fucking was using a dildo and blah, blah, blah. And a girl came in that I tattooed a bunch, and I tried to tattoo her on her elbow, and I did a bunch of outlines, and then I wiped it, and none of the lines were there. And he's like, so I had to pull out my fucking other machine, and I fucking hit it, and it worked perfect. And he said, I just realized that thing was not good, and I'm back on the real machines. And then he was like, yeah, but I had to give it a try. I said, no, you didn't. He goes, no, I did give it a try. I was like, no. I know you did give it a try. I'm saying you didn't have to give it a try. Because there's a lot of things that I will not try out.
Heroin.
And I said, there's a lot of things that I'm lucky that I never tried. I'm very fortunate that I never tried heroin.
Yeah.
So for those people out there with the mindset that say, don't knock it till you try it, I am 100% a non-trying knocker. I knock a lot without trying.
But have you ever gone back on your, like, has there ever been a thing where you're like, I'm not going to try it, and then somebody convinced you, and then you're like, oh, okay, like, that is kind of cool? There's got to be one.
There's probably a handful of things.
Food.
There's probably a lot of things. Probably. Well, the thing with food is that your taste buds evolve and change.
Right.
So there's times that I used to not like blueberries. Now blueberries are like my favorite.
So good.
But and my girlfriend will attest to this, I try things over the course of years. Like, oh, I don't like that. Well, it's been years since I had it, so I tried it again. Nope, still don't like it. You know what I mean? So with food, it's kind of a different thing.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's plenty of things out there but like the electric bicycle, I'm not trying it.
No.
I'm not trying it. I had a whole big deal about the electric bicycle this weekend. We were out at the Texas Fandango Antique Motorcycle Show and swap meet, and there's just a bunch of people with not a bunch. There's a few people with electric bicycles, and and I'm just like, ugh. What in the Doug podcast is proud to be sponsored by Dream Machines of Texas. All of your used motorcycle wants and needs all in one place at dreammachinesoftexas.com. They have multiple locations, large inventory, and get new bikes in every week. Knowledgeable staff with great service, financing, and extended warranty options available. They also have a complete service garage, so every bike is gone through and brought up to speed before you hit the road. I've bought more than a few bikes from Dream Machines over the years, and I could not be more satisfied. I have also had friends from all over the country buy bikes because they couldn't find a better deal anywhere. You can buy a bike and have it shipped to you anywhere in the U.S. Why buy a brand new bike with that brand new high price when you can get a like new bike with that dream deal you've been looking for? Go to dreammachinesoftexas.com and get a bike and get your ass on the road. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Legacy Ink, the finest in tattoo pigments. I've been using this ink exclusively for over 20 years myself. It has been recently rebranded and marketed, but it has been the same recipe for decades. Real, hand-mixed tattoo pigments that heal great and last. People always comment on the yellow that I use and the yellow tattooed on me, my favorite, the Mayan yellow. I have seen countless 20-plus-year-old tattoos with the colors still vivid. Don't duck around with all these newfangled companies with their watered-down baloney. Get the tried, true, and tested good shit. You can find them on Instagram at Legacy Pigments or email Ashley today to place an order at legacyartsupplies@gmail.com. Tell them Oliver sent you and receive a special discount. Don't just do tattoos. Be part of a legacy.
I got an electric motorcycle at Born Free or Southern Throwdown.
I'm not doing that either.
Southern Throwdown last year. So I can't remember. And I've like literally never been on a motorcycle, like never actually like driven a motorcycle.
And you still haven't.
Yeah. I mean, the guy was like, just try it. And I was just like, all right, whatever. And I got on it and I was like, this is crazy. Cause it just went, boom. Just took the fuck off. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I like pedaling.
Well, I said very clearly that the electric bicycle is a target for a very specific demographic. And that demographic is people that are too lazy to pedal and not cool enough for a Harley Davidson. Mm-hmm. So if you're in the middle of those two things, if you're too lazy to pedal and you're not cool enough for a Harley Davidson, then that is where they're marketing to.
I mean, even a moped is cooler than an electric bike because at least you can work on a moped.
I mean, somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was this question this guy asked? Oh, about the dildo.
I have no idea. It wasn't a question.
Oh, he just commented.
We're in comment mode.
Comments.
Yeah. I think there might be one that's a question.
Well, thank you for your comment.
But yeah, he agrees with you 100,000%.
So Dave, as of right now, as of yesterday at 6:47 p.m., I've been informed that Dave Cruzman is off the dildo. Let's see if he gets back on the dildo or not.
The world is a better place.
Dave Cruzman, stay strong, buddy. You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, man. You're going to get a text.
I'm going to tell him.
I'm going
to text him here in a minute. Tell him that I just talked about him.
You're definitely going to get a text message when this comes out. All right. Next one. This is from OK Banks. OK Banks is a member. He's our first member.
The very first member ever?
No. Oh. He's the first one to
comment today.
He's the first one to get her comment read.
All right.
So he's going to get all kinds of free shit.
All right, Mr. Banks. What do you got?
This is from the third comment show.
Oh, we're back in this time warp. Commented on a comment. We're commenting on the comment that was in the comment.
But this is this is an explanation of something that we talked about on that episode.
But it has nothing to do with the numbers behind your name.
He has no numbers.
I know, but never mind. Go ahead.
No, it's not. So for those of you that have not watched the Volume 3 comment show, which is episode 29, I can't see it on here. I think it's like episode 29. Anyway, it's the third volume. We discussed amongst other
You're
things.
not reading this comment right now. You're just talking.
I have to set it up. I have to set up the comment, okay?
Okay.
So we talked about trolling.
Okay.
And we were wondering what trolling was. OK Banks gives us a definition.
Ah, just what we need.
So now we know.
Let's hear it.
So this is trolling is basically just messing with someone.
Well, I do that a lot.
But it's more or less strictly online. But there's a lot of terms that have changed, like the Pearl Jam guy. That's now known as rage baiting, quotation marks. But it's an umbrella term for baiting, and baiting is a type of trolling. Ha ha ha.
Go away, dude. Baiting.
So now we have this whole other thing, baiting. But it's under the trolling umbrella.
So trolling, when you say trolling, I don't really understand where they came up with the term trolling. But you say rage baiting, I understand that. You're baiting somebody into raging against you. You know, like, oh, I'm going to say something that's going to make this guy mad. He's going to rage out. So I got this little troll bait. This little rage bait I'm going to throw out and say Pearl Jam sucks. And all the Pearl Jam fans are going to rage.
Yeah. or they say they like Pearl Jam and you rage.
Oh,
which is kind of like the whole point of the show.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. If somebody says they like Pearl Jam and I fall for it, but in my heart, I know nobody likes Pearl Jam, but I still fall for it. I'm like, what? You like Pearl Jam? Ah! And then they just laugh. And I'm like, oh, I should have known. Nobody likes Pearl Jam.
You were successfully rage baited.
Yeah, but it's like this massive international plot because even the radio stations are in on it because they play it. And the only reason that the radio station plays Pearl Jam is just to convince people like me that there are people out there that like Pearl Jam. Even though there's nobody out there that likes Pearl Jam, they're tricking me into thinking there are so that I'll rage against the people that don't even exist.
This is like a whole conspiracy theory now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could go deep. You could go deep with it. Like Pearl Jam plays a concert and there's 100,000 people there. None of those people like Pearl Jam. They're just there to fool us into thinking there are Pearl Jam fans. Because a world with Pearl Jam fans is a disaster.
I think it's AI.
Like, how are you going to have hope for the future when there's people that like Pearl Jam? Like, that's a tough reality.
Well, we figured out what trolling is, kind of.
Yeah.
But I guess
So when you mess with somebody online.
Yeah.
I need to do more of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I need to
do.
do.
It'll really drive.
I need to up your trolling. I need to take my trolling to the next level.
It'll help the numbers on the podcast.
You think?
I think we'll get more. People love to watch things they hate.
All right, I'm in. Let's do it.
So
let's. How can we? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to think about this later, but we got to figure out a way to put a positive spin on the trolling thing. How we can, like, instead of trolling people for negativity, we got to troll people and coerce them in a positive way. How do we do that?
Gonna be tough.
Instead of rage baiting, we could do something else. We could bait people into, like, accidentally having a good day and being happy and being nice to people. They didn't even mean to. They were gonna rage, but then they got tricked out of it.
We can KIP them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on to the next.
All right. This is a great plan for the future.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Oh, this is great.
Oh, this is great.
All right. So this is perfect because it just like. All right. So
perfect, he says.
I'm gonna set this one up too because I gotta set it up. Because you don't know. It's like, so we have ad nauseum talked about bands that we hate and artists and musicians, not artists, but musicians specifically, that we do not like their music.
Mm-hmm.
So this comment from Carbomb 42069.
Oh, he chose those numbers.
Yeah, that is.
He chose those numbers.
So yeah, Carbomb
69 into 420, bro.
Carbomb without a B, 42069 definitely chose those numbers.
It's not Carb 1.
Carbomb.
Oh, okay.
Like boom, but without a B. Anyway, so he writes, I want to hear more about bands you guys like. I specifically am interested in punk rock, but I'd like to hear about other bands or any bands. Also, if I can suggest a band, listen to The Kills from St. Louis Obispo, California.
I've heard of The Kills.
I have heard of them.
I've heard of The Kills. I can't remember specifically right now, but I definitely heard them. And I feel like I'm trying to remember where I heard of it. And I can't grasp on what it sounds like right now, but I'm gonna definitely look back into that.
Anyway, I thought this was a good one because now we can talk about something positive.
Now we can keep it positive
and talk about bands that we love.
Well, I'll tell you this: it's not brand new, but last year new. There's an album by J.D. McPherson. New album is really good. I think it's his latest album. His newest album. It's really good. J.D. McPherson. He had his earlier album was entitled "Let the Good Times Roll," and that was a great fucking record.
Really good.
But he's got it. Have you heard the new record? It's pretty good. I mean, it sounds. There's a lot of songs on there that literally you could swear were recorded in the 60s.
You exposed me to that band. I had never heard them before, and
I learned about it from Jimmy P.
And then I came for a Friday the 13th before I moved here. And somebody put it on, and I was like, man, this is really good.
Dude, the newest album's so good.
And it's like really not what I would normally listen to in my daily life.
I don't even know what genre to put it in. It's kind of like, I think he falls into like the Americana world, but it's like kind of fucking soul,
you know what?
kind of.
I've been thinking about this for a while. There should really be a tat shop genre of music because there are certain bands like that when you walk into a tattoo shop and you hear them, you're like, yep, we're here.
I mean, for a long time, Social Distortion was like a huge tat shop band.
True Widow is like a great tat shop band.
Well, True Widow, our buddy's band, was a band that's almost his entire fan base was like tattooers for a while because it just kind of like, that's how, like, it was like they were friends of ours and they were friends with a bunch of tattooers and they were like played at the tat shop and it just kind of like, that's how it spread around the country.
Because people be getting tattooed and they're like, what is this band? And like True Widow. And it's like, oh yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, True Widow really, that was their market.
But that's a tat shop band for sure. J.D. McPherson.
Like a band like that doesn't get played on the radio. A band like that doesn't get put on whatever other kind of like internet streaming, SoundCloudy fucking kind of shit or whatever. But it gets played at a place where the public is walking in on a daily basis. That's pretty interesting.
I think we should, because like someone before asked us to do a What in the Duck playlist.
Oh, we started it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I can't remember where it happened, but I started it.
Well, anyway.
We'll share that soon.
Yeah.
But my recommendation for today is listen to J.D. McPherson. It's good times. Good times music, beautiful music. It's fun. It's kind of rocking. It's kind of this. It's kind of that. It's not like, it doesn't really fall into a certain like niche. It's not like country. It's not like punk. It's not like rock and roll. It's you know,
it's kind of folky-ish.
Yeah, I think that's why I said it kind of falls into that just broad Americana thing.
Tom Petty, like,
yeah, a little bit of that, a little bit
of like new, little
bit of Aretha Franklin, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know, it's
But what about punk rock bands?
Punk rock bands, new punk rock bands. I don't even know what's it. I mean,
what's new? Because I can give you names.
I mean, we just went and saw Agent Orange recently, and that was a great show.
That's not new.
No, it's old punk rock. But they fucking were. It was a great fucking show. Old men still fucking rock. It was great. As far as like young new punk rock bands, I can't even think of
Mezingers, but they've been around for a while.
That's not even punk to me though. But I do like them. I'm gonna have to get back to you on this.
Yeah,
new punk.
I mean,
shit.
I can.
I like all the old punk rock shit. I like Circle Jerks.
Yeah.
I like Dinosaur Jr. I like Off of Their Heads. I like
Dead Kennedys. Dead Milkmen.
One of my favorites, Firehose. Firehose is one of those bands that also doesn't. I've talked about a lot. They don't fall into this specific genre per se, but they get lumped in with punk rock. If you never listen to Firehose, you got to listen to the album.
Did you say Circle Jerks?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, they're great.
There's an album that came out in the late 80s. I think 89 to be specific. Maybe 90, but 89 or 90. It's called Flying the Flannel. Fucking great record. Firehose. Check it out.
The Bronx is a great band.
Love the Bronx. They're old now.
I know.
Been a band for like 20 fucking years. They just had a 20-year anniversary. That's insane to me.
I don't know how old this person is, though, so they might not have heard any of this music. You know, like it's old for us, but it might be new for somebody else. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I remember, like, I didn't really hear Jawbreaker until Dear You. But there was like 3 or 4 albums before that.
Yeah.
But Dear You was like my gateway into Jawbreaker.
Well, a lot of people, we talked about this before, but a lot of people that were listening to Unfun and 24-Hour Revenge Therapy and Bivouac, though, listen to those albums. They really love Jawbreaker because that was like, that sound was like very particular and it was new and it was like they had changed something about music in general, changed punk rock. And then Dear You came out and they hated Dear You because it evolved into something different. So it's interesting when you meet people that like came into Jawbreaker, is that their intro to Jawbreaker?
Like, I'm sure I heard Jawbreaker before, but didn't know what it was. And then somebody played Dear You and I was like, who is this? And they're like, Jawbreaker. I was like, I didn't think they sounded like that. Because I had probably heard it before, but I heard old Jawbreaker.
Oh, they didn't sound like that.
I
They
know.
changed. But, you know, the evolution of bands is really cool. There's like...
And then Jawbreaker, Jets to Brazil became adult Jawbreaker.
I mean, Jets to Brazil, to me, picked up right where Dear You left off.
Yeah. Well,
which is a little bit higher production value.
The first Jets to Brazil album really could have been like Dear You 2.
Yeah, that's great. That's what I just said. It picked up where it left off.
Yeah, like the couple, like the Four Cornered Night and
Orange Rhyming Dictionary.
Orange Rhyming Dictionary is the first one. Four Cornered Night's the second one, and then I'm flaking on the third one because it's my favorite one. That's why I can't remember. But they progressively get kind of more Jets to Brazil-y, if that makes sense, as it goes along, and less Jawbreaker-y. But anyway, these are bands. If you've never heard of them, they are punk rock-ish bands, I guess.
So the album is called Perfecting Loneliness.
Perfecting Loneliness.
That's your favorite one?
Yes, I love that album.
All right, it's a great album.
Dude.
But Orange Rhyming Dictionary is my favorite.
I am a sucker for any album that talks about the winter.
But that's also the saddest.
Or being
album.
cold.
That's the saddest album.
Well, that's when you write all your music when you live up north, is in the winter. Like every Lawrence Arms album is about the winter because they're stuck inside and they have to write the whole
about
time.
being sad and miserable in Chicago.
Oh my God, it's so great.
You know what happens in Chicago? A lot of sadness, a lot of misery.
Yeah, and a lot of good music comes out of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lawrence Arms is a band. If you've never heard of it, you should check them out.
They're great.
And they're from Chicago, which is also great.
In the summer.
Yeah. They just played a baseball game last night in Chicago, and it was 19 degrees.
Nope.
All right, so hopefully
Chicago sucks.
Stop it. Hopefully we got you started on some bands. But I feel like we listed a bunch.
We didn't list many.
We didn't.
But check out JD McPherson.
Yeah. I guess
if you haven't heard him already.
We listed enough. All right. I love this guy.
You can't give people too much because then they won't remember what to check out. But if you give them a few things to check out.
I feel like all of those bands kind of lead to other bands, though, like throughout. It's like once you go down the Jawbreaker rabbit hole, you're going to find Dinosaur Jr., you're going to find Modest Matt, you're going to find like all these other bands.
It is possible.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's how before Spotify, that's how it worked. You just found bands that way by fucking listening to other bands that sounded like similar. Right?
Yeah. The way we found it was that you would find the record label.
Oh, yeah.
Like SST.
Yeah.
So you found a band you liked was on SST, so you'd go to the SST catalog and just buy the tape from the other SST bands, and you're like, oh, they're probably going to be good too if they're on SST or Discord or whatever record label.
Fat. Yeah. Yep.
Nowadays, Spotify does it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Spotify.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, moving on. This is from Big Mac Uppercut.
I like
no
that.
numbers.
There you go.
This is from
What up, Big Mac?
the highlights of the comment show. This is a two-parter.
All right, part one.
Yeah, this is the two
This
that
is what we've been waiting for. All right,
the finale.
All right, for those of you that are still with us, this is what you've been waiting for.
All right, so this is a two-parter. So there's this
or this is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And you're here to witness it.
There's another comment after this one, and I'm gonna let you comment on this, and then you'll see what. So Big Mac Uppercut says, we want more interviews, not just highlight clips of you guys talking about the comment section.
All right, deal. We're out. Later, dudes. It's been a great episode. We'll see you next time with an interview.
And then in literally the same episode,
the same guy or someone else?
Someone else.
Okay.
Who is also a member.
All right. Thank you.
And I do not know this person. I am not related to this person. I want to tell you right now.
But their last name's Niederkorn?
Nope.
Oh.
I do not have any prior knowledge to this person leaving this comment, and I seriously have no clue who this is. And they're a member.
And they said,
really enjoying John.
Let's hear it for John.com, co-producer of the hit podcast, What in the Duck? Look at him.
I got to get through anyway, the person's name is Sam P's Design. And they say, really enjoying John on these episodes.
Thanks, Sam P's.
These episodes. The co-host dynamic is really cool. You guys should do more stuff like this. So one person wants us to stop doing it.
This is the perfect example.
And one person wants us to do more.
It's the perfect example of no matter what you do, no matter what you do, no matter how good it is, no matter how bad it is, no matter what it is, somebody will love it and somebody will hate it. You do something great, somebody's going to hate it. You do something terrible, someone's going to love it. That's just how the world works. So what you got to do? You got to just keep on doing it.
You got to keep on trucking.
You got to keep on doing it. So Big Mac Uppercut, I don't know.
Definitely got more positive.
I'm wishing you the best out there, Big Mac. But if you, I got a very, very insanely simple solution for Big Mac Uppercut. Whenever we post a comment show, just don't listen to it. Whenever we post an interview show, you can listen to it. So that's the way it goes. I mean, I'll go back to the way when I'm in the car and Pearl Jam comes on. I just change the station. I just change it. So if you don't want to hear it, just push pause and move on. But if you love the comment shows like Sam P's, then you can tune in and listen all you want.
That was nice.
No matter, hey, so just for everyone out there in general, no matter what you do, someone's gonna like it and someone's gonna hate it.
Or
no
criticize.
Matter what it is. Someone's gonna praise you for it. Someone's gonna criticize you for it. Do not let the negativity affect you. Keep on doing what you want to do. But on that same note, you need to equally not let the praise dictate what you do either. Do what, if it's art or your craft or whatever it is, do it what you want to do. Do it the way you want to do it. Do it the way you are inspired and feel happy doing it. Don't let someone praise one thing and then you say, okay, people like this, I'm going to do more of that. Don't let people say, ooh, I hate that, I'm not going to do any more of that. Don't listen to the praise. Don't listen to the hate. Do what you want to do. Because the people praising you just as well might likely be wrong just as much as the people that hate you might be wrong or might be right. But it's all about taste. It's all about style. It's all about finding your own unique voice and crowd and audience. So
I mean, I'm going to let the praise go to my head.
But I think one of the first things that I was taught when I learned a tattoo is do not, like, your customers are going to tell you that you're good and they're going to tell you you're the best, and do not believe it.
Yeah.
Because the second you think you're good, the second you believe that you're good at something, that's the height of how good you're going to get, because you're no longer struggling to get better. So don't take the praise. Don't take the hate. Just keep doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's my advice for that. And that's what I get out of those two comments together. And it's like,
I just thought it was perfect because it's like literally the same episode. Yeah. Like they're both saying polar opposite things. And one of them was like very, very nice about me. And just so you know, I hate doing this.
You're getting used to it.
And I am not good at it.
You're great at it.
No.
You're fucking great at it.
Nope.
And first episode we did this, you tried to like be off camera, and I was like, no. But now he says he hates doing it.
I don't like it.
This wasn't even planned. We were just gonna do this, and John's like, well, we should do another comment episode. And I'm like, okay, we'll do another comment episode. Now we've done 5 comment episodes. Whose idea was it to do the comment episodes? Co-producer John.com Niederkorn.
It was my idea to not be on camera.
But then once we did it on camera, we've done 4 more of them.
I know, because we have to we're trying to go to once a week.
You're doing a great job. People love it. People hate it. Cheers.
Yes, but we are going to try to go.
The goal
once a week.
The goal is to move the podcast up to once a week episodes. But we got to keep building that content. I've got a lot of people lined up. We've got got some good episodes coming up. And
but we're trying really hard, because there's lots of people out there that actually like what we're doing, which thank you.
And the people out there that hate it, thank you too.
Yeah, because you're still contributing.
Yeah. I mean, you don't hate it that much. You commented on it.
I know.
So Big Mac, uppercut. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And
tune in for the next episode where I have an interview. You'll love it. You're going to love it. It's going to be great.
And thank you, Sam P's Design. I hope I did not let you down this episode.
Want to remind everybody to comment like these people did. Comment. It creates interaction, and we do appreciate it. And it does. We get input, and we're going to, if we use your comment on the comment show, we will send you some free shit. And we're going
to send you one of these too from the set.
Ooh.
Special.
I don't know what you're going to get, but it's going to be great. I know that. But if you want to send me a question for any of the regular shows, you can email your questions over to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will be automatically entered in the subscribers contest to win free shit. And if you join the membership, you will get a reoccurring free shit every month. Right, John?
Yes.
Bingo.
In either in physical form or digital.
It's going to be great. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to the podcast.
Thank you.
And we're doing our best, and we're going to keep on trucking. Later, guys.
Later.
Hey, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Come on, guys. Click all those links. Push all those buttons, because it really helps us out. It gets us out there to more and more peeps. What in the Duck podcast is produced by Audra Cabral and John.com Niederkorn. Our sound, video engineer, and editor is Courtney, Junior Larkins. Initial audio-video setup and intro music by Blake Balake Pinchon. And a big thanks to everyone that submitted questions. Y'all keep them coming. Email me any questions you would like me to answer to whatintheduckpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on What in the Duck. What in the Duck podcast is proud to be sponsored by Anchor Screen Printing. Anchor Screen Printing has been printing t-shirts and merch products since 1999. Anchor is the place for quality, small run items. At Anchor, every print is hand done by people who care about art. You can email anchorcustoms@gmail.com to talk about getting something printed for your company, brand, or shop. Anchor Screen Printing also has its own online merch store that sells Elm Street Tattoo, Cheap Thrills, Heart and Hand, Party First Safety Maybe merch, and much more. So go to anchorscreenprinting.com today and buy some cool shit. Or you can click the link provided in this podcast to shop now.